Hello everyone. I'm trying to make some spiritual uh, teaching videos, or I can't say spiritual teaching. I think it's better if I say spiritual ideas rather than teaching, and all that while driving in Australia. This is the road from Casino to Lismore, New South Wales. So if you wanna drive with me and listen to what I have to say, thank you very much. This is the first episode. So I am originally from Romania, and now I'm living in Australia, in Gold Coast, Queensland. The reason I told you I'm from Romania is to emphasize the fact that I was born into an Orthodox country, but after all my studying and reading many books, listening to many people, I came to the conclusion that there's no one true religion, and they all have a bit of truth in them. Probably if we combine all of them, we can get closer to the truth, but from some of them we have to cut some parts and then add from others. So you see, we have to learn from everything and then make an informed decision what we think is the truth according to our knowledge and our power of analyzing. But for everyone there is something. You have to read, you have to study, and then make a decision. Without studying, you can't say, you can give a proper answer. Let's say somebody's asking you if you believe in star signs. If you say no without studying anything, that's not an informed decision. So first you have to study pros and you have to study everything about it, and then you can make a decision if it's true or not. Same with spirituality. If there is God, if there is life after death, if there is something else beyond this world, you have to study and then make a decision. That's what I did, and this is my decision based on some facts and some other people's experiences. Let's come back to the main point. So everybody is asking themselves at some point, what's the point of this life? What's the meaning of life? What's the goal? What's the purpose of life? And to get this answer, you have to, or at least for me it worked, searching more the afterlife in order to figure out what to do with this life. So I check the outcome to figure out the purpose of the income, the input. So my findings are that the purpose of life is to become a better person, which has more love. To set our goal to be like, it doesn't matter now, but let's say someone that has more love, like Jesus, like Buddha, like you name, all the big guys that came on earth to teach us how to be and what to do. You see, when people hear about, the ultimate power, God or High Spirit or the universe, whatever we call it, it's the same thing. And we've been told that God, I'm gonna call it God. God has the ultimate power. He can do whatever he wants. He's the Almighty God. And then when we see all the bad things that happens in life, especially to good people, and when we see bad people that they have a good life, it's very hard for us to believe that there is a God and a higher supreme spirit that controls everything, because looks like everything is not under control. And it seems like he either is on holiday, annual leave, or he doesn't care anymore. The truth is that God can't change the free will that people have. He can't take that away because he didn't give that to people. So everything that's created on earth that is bad is made by people. People having free will and choosing to do bad things with their free will. Now, all that God can do is to send high entities, high spirits to incarnate on earth and teach us how to be and what to do. And think about it, they live in the same world with bad and goods, but they somehow manage to stay clean and not get in this dirty business, let's say. We all have our influences, and they had too, but they managed somehow to stay in the line, to stay on the good side, not go on the bad side. So that's all God can do. Send people to teach us what to do. It's the same with being a parent and having kids. You can't control kids' mind. You can only teach them, tell them what to do, how to be, but at the end of the day they will do whatever decision they want to do. You can try influence them, that's all you can do. Same with God. He's trying to influence us to do better. And why? Because he loves us. And he wants us to be with him in paradise. Now, what is this paradise? Is it a real place, or is like all in our minds? How does it work? Now, paradise or heaven, it's a real place. It's a real place, and actually it's not that far from planet Earth. But it's made from different material, not, like the Earth is made of. It's a different material that can't even be detected with our, at the moment, technology. You see, we can detect some, let's say, substances or energy or radioactive materials with some technology. But some things we can't detect it, not yet. Same goes for this heaven. And there are some other planets with people like us on them. But the same thing. They are on a higher frequency that our telescopes or our machineries at the moment can't see them, can't detect them. We'll talk about that in some other episode. Let's go back to the heaven. So the heaven, its structure is like a cone, or like a, let's say, Christmas tree with 10 levels, 10 positive levels and 4 negative levels. And the higher you get on that, the closer you get to God. Well, all that good energy and kindness and love radiates from top to bottom levels. So the higher you are on that energy level, the better you'll feel, the happier you'll feel. So now I'm gonna explain how it works. Let's say you come on planet Earth and you've done some good things, you've done some bad things in previous lives. So now you charge with some sort of energy. Let's say you come back from heaven from a level 3 of energy, or sky 3, or energy level 3 out of 10, yes. And you get, of course, the influence from the society, and at one moment, because you, let's say, weaken your power of being influenced, because you have good and bad in you. Say you see a cell phone that on the street, or somewhere in a pub, or doesn't matter, you say, nobody's gonna see me, I'm gonna take it. Or a pen, or anything. I'm gonna take it, nobody will miss it. If I don't take it, maybe somebody else will. So you take that phone or that pen. Well, then immediately a part of your body, I don't remember exactly which one, I think is the chest, I might be wrong, I have to double check, starts turning a different color than the way it should be, white. Well, now, maybe when you came back on Earth, you already come with a bit of that color not being white. I don't remember exactly, but let's say for stealing it's yellow. So that part of your body is turning a bit yellowish, which is gonna diminish your energy, it's gonna lower your energy. Now if you keep on doing that stealing thing, that color yellow is gonna start going darker yellow, and darker, until if you go to robberies and stuff like that, it's gonna turn black. This is gonna diminish your color. Now, let's say you die, you go on the other side, and then instead of you came from level 3, you're gonna go to level 1, or maybe -1, -2, depends on other things you're doing. Nobody can put you on a higher level, because it's like a magnet. You don't belong there, you're gonna be attracted immediately to your place. So everything you do in this life on Earth is gonna influence your energy level. It's gonna give you some sort of magnetism that you can't go higher or lower than you deserve. God can't take you and put you on a higher place. But let's say you've done some stealing, but at one moment in your life, some sort of your conscience tells you that it's not good what you've done. And you hear these stories about many good people that were on Earth, and maybe about Jesus, maybe about Buddha, maybe about, it doesn't matter. And you realize you didn't do good, and you want to change, and you start changing, and instead of stealing, maybe you give to people, you help people, and you change. Now that dark color yellow is gonna start turning lighter yellow, until it maybe becomes even white. And this is gonna increase your energy. It's gonna increase your spiritual body energy. And when you go on the other side, you're gonna be attracted to level 4, maybe 5. And so on. It goes for all the so-called sins. The so-called sins are things that don't belong, they don't go well with God. So God is all love, no hate, no envy, all of these bad things. Everybody knows what's good, what's wrong. But few people respect that. You see, we are made to function with good. It's like a car. If you put bad petrol, bad oil and other stuff, it's not designed to work with that. And it's gonna have problems. It's gonna break down. It's the same with us. We're breaking down if we function with fear, with hate. We break down, we get sick, we have problems, we suffer, because we're not designed to function with these feelings. I'm gonna end here the first part. See you next time. Thanks for listening.